first one. Dale Lawley. Dale, go ahead.
Hey, Cam, you learned that you're going to be without Tuitt and Buggs. What's your feeling about the guys who are going to be asked to replace those two guys?
And obviously going to be tough to replace a guy like Tuitt and a guy like Buggs. But we have to be ready for these situations. We knew it wasn't going to be perfect throughout the whole year, and we understand injuries and different things happen throughout the season. So for us, we all have to step up. I have to step up. Tyson has to step up. Wormley, Henry, and Carlos as well. So I'm looking for the guys to just rally around each other and play good as a unit.
Joe Rudder.
Hey, Cam, do things change on the line, or do you just plug in, who the next guy there and go with what you have? Do you change anything, or can't you at this late stage?
There's no need to change. This is something we've been practicing since training camp. We trust in what we got. We understand that, our starters are our starters, but our rotational guys are starters in the waiting. So we'll be ready for that.
Brooke Pryor.
Yeah, Cam, we've heard Mike Tomlin say throughout the season, have a hardcore plan, but be light on your feet. Was this week kind of the ultimate example of that, with things constantly changing? And how do you mentally deal with just the constant shift to your schedule?
I think just you got to roll with it. If you get stuck in the mud and you get thinking that it's got to be this way, you're preparing yourself for failure. We understand there are a lot of things going on. We understand that we can't be perfect in this situation. The pandemic is not going to allow anyone to be perfect. So we just got to be willing to adjust, make things happen on the fly, and be ready to play when we get the opportunity to.
Jeff Hathorn.
Cam, what's unique about RG3 and facing him as opposed to Jackson?
He got the last win versus us.
Will Graves.
Cam, I'm curious, some of your guys were pretty upset when the game got, pushed, took to social media to kind of vent. Do you have to, do the older guys on the team have to kind of lean into them a little bit and say, hey, look, you can be pissed off for one day, but you can't let this bleed on into your performance or preparation?
Yeah, we're all humans. We understand we're going to, be upset. We had an opportunity to play on Thanksgiving and, get a short bye, but, we'll adjust. We understand that we signed up for 16 games no matter where they're played. And, I look forward to answering the bell.
Mike Pursuta.
Cam, Mike Tomlin said you guys are going beyond the protocol to do what you can to stay available. About 11, 12 weeks into this, in terms of the regular season, is that becoming wearisome? Is it still something that you think is going to be, you'll be able to meet the challenge as you go forward here?
I think we'll be able to meet the challenge. If anything, this is just a reminder to us. We don't live in our fears, but we expect to, everybody to play. And when we don't play, this reminds the group that, this can be taken away from us easily. So, guys, we're going to learn from every situation. We're not going to be, stubborn or hard-headed when it comes to this. And we understand that, we want to play in the playoffs and the Super Bowl, but we got to get through this regular season first.
Aditi Kinkabala.
Cam, last week we talked about Mike Tomlin's messaging. So if you look at it very fairly, the Steelers have sort of felt a lot of hits despite no issue of your own, meaning that you've had multiple games postponed, you've had your schedule played with, you've lost various byes. Is this something that you can use as motivation? This is us against the world. This is everything against us. Is this something that's not even being discussed? How is this framed within the Steelers locker room?
I've had some talks with some guys, and I've just said, this is just a chapter in our book. This is something we'll be able to write down in the future, and hopefully it's along with the Super Bowl. But for this group, we just keep rolling with it. We understand every team is going through something like this, not to this extent, but we have to be ready for any situation. I think coach has laid out the plan. It's up for us to follow it, and it's up for us to, bounce back with it.
Jenna Harner.
Cam, you kind of touched on it a little bit, but throughout all this craziness this past week, even this season, really, what is that main message that you're saying to your guys? What's that main area of focus that you're driving home, especially throughout a week like this?
I think the main focus is we don't care where we play. We don't care how it's played. We just want to play. And when we get the clear from NFL, we'll be ready. And that's all we can expect. Let our preparation reflect that. And when we do that, we can show that on the field.
Aditi Kinkabala?
Cam, how do you, I know that you study so much film, but right now you have no idea who you're actually playing. Have you paid very close attention to who's on the Ravens COVID list, who you may play, and how are you preparing when you don't know who you're actually going to see?
You got to be ready for schemes. You got to understand the personality of their team, what they like to run. They have a mobile quarterback who does a great job, who's beaten us the last time. Their defense is opportunistic, and they like to be they can be on long fields and have a kicker who can buy them out in any situation. So, I know we're dealing with a lot of, uncertainty with guys going in and out, but, we'll deal with that when the time comes, but we're ready for what they throw at us.
Final one, Mark Caboli.
Hey, Cam, I think you had 3 straight days off. Does that actually apply like a regular bye week for you guys where you could get the 4 days off instead? I mean, were you able to use it in that capacity?
I needed it, so I'm not going to complain about it. So, we had some guys who had nicks and bruises that could use the rest. But, whether it's taking care of your body, spending time with family, getting extra preparation, this is a week we can take advantage of it. So I thought we did that.
All right. Thanks, Cam.